We get a little rundown of what happened to everyone. The Lees are imprisoned, Shun's mom and sister are as well. Duke-soo is tasked with making sure things in the north don't fall apart with the death of Chung. Their enemies might think this is the perfect time to strike, with the biggest defending force having disappeared. Shirley's father is finally back to full health and they get an actual reunion. He and her brother decide to go back to Huaisheng and set things straight, and they wish her all the love and happiness with her new husband. Soo doesn't need anyone to wish him happiness, he is already the happiest man in the world. The two of them go off to give Zhang-li their greetings, giving her a proper burial right next to Tong-er. I get that they're pretty much safe now, but they really did put her name on that gravestone. I mean, okay. They officially marry each other and, again, is kissing allowed? Duke-soo leaves to fulfill his task up north, and Ali leaves her father's home as she is now a married woman.
还有一件事，我想跟你谈判。
你是不是想说，你不是江丽？
I'm starting to think no one in the show actually believed this story. He asks if his daughter was in pain when she died. Ali says she wasn't, and that she is no doubt reunited with her mother by now. Zhang tells her they will keep this between them. Damn, dude, did you really love your daughter this much? Liu Shu and Jing Rui end up together. Shi Jie ends up alone. Just kidding, he's got his family, they're great. Ali waits for years while Duke-soo fights in the north, doing his father proud. He loses both of his bros but emerges victorious, returning home where his beloved Xue Fangfei waits. The end. Oh, but also there's a special episode. They have a daughter, they're happy, that's pretty much it. The end. It's the end of the year, and this is the only Chinese drama I've watched from 2024. Honestly, I loved it, and it was nice getting out of the harem even if we're still in the past. I thought this drama had a good balance of tones. I could laugh at things but still take things seriously. And that final battle, I was wrapped. I was on the edge of my seat. Well worth the setup. Those Longwu army guys kinda sucked, but yeah, I get it. Without order, the military falls apart, I guess. Anyway, that ending really did get me. The romance they built up here was just so good. I thought it was amazing the fact that they flipped the script on the situation in the beginning. Shun had all the power and he was telling Shirley that she could be safe if she would only sacrifice Duke-soo. It's not an exact equivalent, I mean here she at least has the hope of reinforcements coming, but you know, you get the point. She's learned that she would rather die with the person she loves than sacrifice him for her own safety. And I bet knowing that ate him up all the more inside because he wanted to believe that if faced with that choice, any good person would make the same choice he had. I loved his descent into madness start to finish. Wan Ning was well and truly crazy at the end, but even she still worked for me because from the very moment we met her, it was clear she wasn't playing with a full deck of cards. It wasn't a shift from a reasonable person to a crazy person, she was deranged from the start. So yeah, even though some of her dialogue at the end was kind of insane, I mean, it makes sense because at this point, yeah, she is insane. I think that last conversation laid it out all the more clearly because if in her mind, all of this can be counted as not treating him that badly, which I guess I could see compared to her previous relationship, that just makes it clear that she no longer has any idea of what a normal relationship or even normal behavior is like anymore. A few characters kind of disappeared, but it's easy enough to fill in the blanks. We never did find out why Shirley's father was afraid of Shun, though again, not a big deal. In the end, the only consistent complaint I had about the show was the ages. Honestly, it was distracting to me. We had mothers who looked the same age as their kids, classmates who looked like they could be teachers. Not for one moment did I see Big Brother Lee as a fellow teen, and I feel like that's kind of an important factor in the story. He seemed like a nefarious older man the whole time I was watching him. In the end, we never got any actual confirmation on Duke-soo and the Emperor's ages, just that it's been 8 years since this scene, so like I said, I guess 18? It's just kind of all over the place. And then there's a lead, of course. Scenes like her telling Zhao Qi off for being too old to marry her when they're clearly about the same age, it looked silly to me. I didn't look up the other actors' ages because 1, spoilers, but 2, it's not really the point. Obviously, you don't have to be a teen to play a teen, but looking young enough to pass definitely helps with the immersion. But then again, maybe I wouldn't have watched this show if the main character had been played by some unknown teen, and obviously Wu Jinyang gave a great performance. Anyway, all in all, great show, and now let's get to the awards. The Best Actor Award, I called it. Big Brother Lee stole this one right out from under Shun. These two are first and second by a mile. Not to say the others were bad, I just think these guys had more character to sink their teeth into, you know? The other men just weren't all that multifaceted. For third place, I'm gonna go with Magistrate Xue. He really nailed the scared old man vibe. For Best Actress, third place goes to Wan Ning. She could be goofy at times, but still intimidating. I don't think you have to play a villain straight for them to be taken seriously. It's almost more scary that they can act ridiculous and then still slice your throat. And her dramatic scenes could not take my eyes off of her. Second place is Xue Li, again, more of a case of being given more to do, more range to show off, so to speak. And the grand prize goes to Duke Su's fan! Yes, sis, she can do action, drama, romance, comedy, you name it. Stole the scene in every shot. Absolutely you deserve this one, girl. The Dum Dum Award. Third place goes to Little Brother Lee. Dude, you just cannot be this rash. You had nothing to win and everything to lose making a stupid bet like that, and now I guess you're just a monk. What do they say about playing stupid games? Well, I guess you've got this fellow idiot keeping you company at the monastery. Second place is Yu. I gave her a lot of slack for being so young, but wow, was she dumb as hell. That man was a trash sandwich. You know this. You saw him. How else did you think this was gonna end? Finally, first place is Grandpa Xiao for in 10 years not being able to figure out a way to tell Duke Su that he was looking into his father's death. Oh, and also for bringing Xue Li out to the battlefield. Have this man checked for dementia. And you know what? A special mention for me, for keeping track of and putting together every single scene where Duke Su served Ali tea, thinking I was onto some kind of grand conspiracy. What a waste of time. The Hardest Worker Award is not going to a maid once again, because to be honest, Tonger wasn't working that hard. She spent the vast majority of her time crying with Xue Li, but I digress. The Hardest Worker Award goes to Zhao Ke! First of all, this guy was working full-time as a gardener for 7 years, all the while spying on the Jiang family for Duke Su. Then he gets the added task of looking after Xue Li with all of her shenanigans, and then on top of that, she starts sending him out on her own little missions. After that workplace injury, he should be sent off on holiday for at least a few weeks. He has more than earned it. The Hottest in the Office Award. First, a special mention to Chung because he was so handsome but also super scary. I don't know, something in his face just triggers fight or flight in me immediately. Third place, a repeat winner, Wan Ning. The smirk gets me again. She was just so alluring. I mean, look at the sexy see-through shrug she has on in this scene. What a look. Xue Li tried it later, but she just could not pull it off. Second place, this random courtesan. I don't even remember her name, but she was distractingly pretty. She must make good money. And the number one hottie is the Royal Diviner for... It actually goes to General Xiao. I had to be respectful because he was dying for most of his screen time, but honestly, hello. This drama was filled with eye candy, to be honest. Everyone was just so pretty. In fact, at the suggestion of a commenter, I'll give out a cutie pie award too. No kids though, because they would sweep the category. Third place is Duke Su's chatty guard, whose name I never remember. Second place is probably Jingray. He was really funny and cute. And the grand prize, obviously, is Tonger. Just adorable. The Audacity Award for the people who just do not know how to act. The people who have you clutching your pearls in shock at their nerve. Third place, I did nothing wrong, Did you really just say to your father that this is his fault for having been born to a consort? And then start the waterworks as you lied to the rest of your family about this affair that you clearly set up yourself? Girl, aren't you like 12? The audacity. Second place, Shun's mom. Ma'am, can you pretend you care even a little about what you did to your daughter-in-law? The audacity to be so reliant on her son for everything in her life and then still be such a demanding ingrate absolutely floored me. First place is Wan Ning once again. I was torn on this one because she was absolutely insane, but is it really audacity when you have the power to back it up? Or is it just doing what you want to do? Nah, she was pretty audacious. The Simp Award returns for this drama, but I've made a modification as I noticed not one-sided pining, but a lot of bilateral simping, if you will. So, presenting the Joint Simp Award for couples who are just obsessed with each other. Third place is Chongzhi and Xue Li's brother. I know they're like tertiary characters, so there was barely enough time to develop things, but it really felt like they met once, he saved her, and now they're both going to go to their graves thinking of each other. Second place, Consort Li and the Emperor. Yep, I kept waiting for some kind of nefarious reveal, but these two they just loved each other. As a harem connoisseur, I can only imagine the pain that caused for everyone else. In the end, we even find out that though she was always in fear of him finding out, the Emperor knew all along about her killing Consort Xian, and it never dampened his affections for her. So, like I said, sucks for everyone else, but at least they were happy. And finally, of course, Xueli and Duke Su. Do you even need an explanation? I mean, that final scene alone. These two would go to the moon and back for each other. Love to see it. A new award for this drama that I'm very happy to unveil, the Gremlin Cat CGI Award for achievements in truly awful digital effects. Third place is this overly juicy shoulder stab. Why? Second place is this horse riding scene. They really slapped these two actors on a couple of those coin-operated horses, put up a green screen, and called it a day. And first place, this soup spill. I've been thinking about this soup for days, and I just can't wrap my head around it. It's a perfect spill! Did they think we wouldn't be convinced if there wasn't a puddle at the bottom? Had anyone on the team ever seen a bowl of soup spill before? Questions we'll never have the answer to, I guess. I hope you have a great end of the year. Till next time, thanks for watching.